This is by Bizarre Bub, which I don't even have subscribed. Should probably subscribe to him. Gonna post a lot of these scary compilation videos.
Vanilla Bear encountered something really creepy while staying over at his parents' house. Vanilla Bear writes, "Guys, I'm seriously freaking out. I don't know what's going on. Weird things happen in my parents' house all the time, but this is the most severe. Take a look at this footage and see."
Guys, I'm freaking out as I'm writing this post on Reddit. Welcome back, Dream.
What you think.
Dog.
This footage is pretty spooky. Vanilla Bear approaches the door to the basement, as it seems like someone is trying to open it from the inside. After waiting anxiously and deciding as to whether or not he should open the door, he opens it, only to find that no one is there.
How much you want to bet they split this video to 2? Yeah, I have allergic reactions on and off today, yesterday. Oh, I see. Okay. I hope you're feeling better.
As you can imagine, Vanilla Bear was baffled by this. One thing that Vanilla Bear is sure of is the uncanny vibe he felt during this strange occurrence. Even his dog appeared to be unsettled by it, as he was staying far away from the basement.
What? That makes no sense. What if the dog just wants to be there? The dog stays far away, but he's just hanging around in there. What?
Although he has no explanation for this, viewers have come up with their own. A common explanation is that there could have been a strong wind gust coming from outside, causing the door to do this. However, Vanilla Bear dispels this notion by stating that there was barely a breeze outside. He also adds that the door has shaken before, but never like this.
Yeah, I can't see their tail, so I don't know if it's, between their legs or anything, but they look fine. It seems like the dog is just vibing. Like, oh, my owner is petting me.
That being said, what are your thoughts on this footage? It's strange, and it seems like most people are finding it hard to explain. Let me know.
This is an AI voiceover. Maybe. I can't really tell. Can you rewind it to the pupper? Yeah, I can rewind the pupper. There you go.
Think.
Is the door even shaking, or is it possible? That's what I'm thinking. Oh, it is shaking. Wait, hold on. Yeah, you can visibly see it from that one. So what I think what they did is they were shaking it and then had someone. I was like unhinged door. Unhinged washer. What they could have done is they were shaking it prior. Like there's multiple methods you could do this. Sure, you might have done it with a stream, but on I don't see how a stream strong enough could pull it unless it's multiple. And even then you might have seen it on the floor. He's actually pulling away from his, I guess, likely is just came inside and is hot. Well, he could be stressed, but I can say anything. He could have had the door jiggle and then like from the other side and then put the audio over it or repeated it until he opened it. That could have been a thing.
Viewers have come up with their own. A common door what do you in bed live. The following video was posted by Esco Season 95, who was home alone at the time of this recording. Esco was lying in bed, playing with his dog while recording him.
Playing with his dog by lifting his lip up.
When, out of nowhere, something really creepy happens.
Yeah, that is true, Dream.
The door all of a sudden closes on its own. It starts off slow, then quickly shuts itself.
What?
The video then ends. However, it's for this reason that some viewers think this video is fake. Although the video itself is pretty creepy, some people can't help but think that this might have been staged. Perhaps someone could have been by the door pulling it with a string.
Or could have been on the other side, reaching over and then, on the other side and grab the knob and then pull it. No strings attached, literally.
Not going over to investigate and showing us that nobody was there makes this video come off as fake. However, Esco states that the reason why the video ends abruptly is because he was recording on Snapchat. He also states that going over to open the door and keep on recording wasn't his first instinct. Esco then writes, "All I can say is that there was no string tied to it. Nobody pulled it closed. It might have just been the AC, but it hasn't happened again and didn't happen before."
Likely a story.
To this day, Esco doesn't know what to make of this footage. But most people agree with Esco on this being a paranormal occurrence.
That is bait. That is definitely bait.
For now, Esco waits for more responses that can explain this creepy encounter. This next video features someone who woke up in the middle of the night and encountered something really creepy. Kathy Gollinger has been experiencing strange activity at home. With all that's been going on, she thought it'd be a good idea to have cameras set up around the house to capture anything that might explain these strange occurrences. However, little did Kathy know that doing so would leave her feeling disturbed, as the camera in her room captures something really unsettling. Kathy was sleeping when, out of nowhere, the following happens. Pay close attention to the closet or you'll miss it.
So this is happening on 12:45. 12:25? At midnight? Yeah, it's midnight. When am I looking in uh yeah, I'd probably run
Kathy
to.
is woken up by a sound that came from her closet.
Spiritual hurt. Okay, funny thing about that, I had a I had a closet mirror in one of my apartments, and it was like the bed was facing in front of the bed, like the mirror.
She checks around, only to find that nothing is there. It is upon realizing this that Kathy decides to storm out of her room, as she's now freaked out by this incident. I'm sure most people would have done the same, especially right after seeing the ball fall from the closet. This
Yeah,
video
I believe it's just like it must have like something must have fell.
is without a doubt pretty spooky, and it still remains a mystery as to what caused the ball to fall out.
Fuck you up. I ain't doing it. I will not have a mirror face in my bed and try to keep them out of there in general. Not happening, demons. Like, granted, I had a, a no, paranormal. No, that's not it. I don't know. One of those sleep demons uh scare me in at night. I forgot what it was called, but they practically scared me, and I was like trying to like yell at them. I was like, that's what I do. Sleep paralysis demons. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I had a sleep paralysis demon, and it was just like it was just my little heater on the side. That's that looked like a guy smiling, you know, smiling like this, just looking at me all the time, just in the bed, and I'm over here like, get away from me! I'm gonna fucking kill you! I'm gonna rip you up! I'm like I was scared, but it's just like looking at me, super super weird. And then as soon as I woke up, like fully woken up, I was looking at the heater and I felt dumb. I hate it when your like your mind plays tricks on you.
The following video
Had that happen once. The energy felt smug, like haha, you can't do shit in that little fire me because it was literally above me once I got control of my body. Almost pissed himself. I mean, I felt the same way too. Like I get really violent when it comes to like dreams and stuff. Like I had someone like fun fact, I had someone in my dream that was pissing me off so much so that I I intentionally was biting. Like they were like touching me and then I went over and like bit them in the arm and then all of a sudden I was biting my own arm or was biting the pillow or anything like that. Like as soon as they were going, oh, he nommed. Yeah. Like it happens all the time. Like I get angry and then I nom in my dream. Like just like "Argh!" Like I want to rip their skin off with my mouth or with my teeth. Like I just so angry. Like it happens all the time. Like when I get really angry, oh, when I get really angry, I start like throwing hands and biting. But that hasn't happened towards anybody. Thank God. Like was their moment, I will not be controlled even by a fucking spirit. Those of you who don't know, I'm very spiritual in my beliefs. I don't follow religion, but I do believe in I you and me both, Stormy. Trust me, if that fucker didn't disappear, I have opened a can of pass on him. I was so fucking mad. It was funny. Oh, sorry, Rennis. Getting off in a little tangent there.
video was posted by Rochelle, who's been wanting to post this video for a while, but couldn't do so, as according to Rochelle, she felt like something was preventing her from uploading the video. It was something she couldn't explain.
What do you mean?
It was a very strange feeling. However, she eventually decides to post the video. Needless to say, viewers who saw the video were left feeling strange about it. They were left feeling unsettled, and Rochelle knew exactly how they felt. Rochelle states that lately she's felt like something has been watching her. Her dog has been acting strange, and this video that her sister recently took really shook her. Whatever this is, it sure is pretty creepy. To see that you were right all along, that something was actually watching you, must be somewhat relieving, as you now know for sure that you're not being paranoid. But at the same time, it must be very upsetting, as you now know that this is something beyond your control. Whether Rochelle moves out or not, viewers agree that the clip alone is enough reason to find another place.
I think it's just the trick of the eye, especially with the camera. The thing you get when you want to do something and the energy doesn't want you to do it, it can mess with recordings and such. I've happened. Really?
This next clip is pretty creepy, as something unexpected happens towards the end. The video starts off with someone going through a tunnel late at night. All appears to be normal, until, after going further in, this happens.
Wow. That's so cool. Wow. Ooh.
I think someone was just screwing with them.
Hello? Oh my God. Hello? Hello?
I think he's just in the sewer area.
Oh my God. No.
At the end of the tunnel, there appears to be someone peeking at this person.
I think they had a doll with them or something, because that was way too stiff.
Sure enough, the person recording was scared senseless upon seeing this. Whoever this was at the end of the tunnel seemed pretty creepy, but the creepiest part about this person isn't the way he was acting, but also how he appeared. If you look closely, this person appears to have no face and a body that's similar to that of a puppet's. It might have just been the camera. However, seeing this must have truly been a frightening sight.
Yeah, that's you're absolutely right, Dream. If you see a stranger having that sort of thing, like, okay, there are three things that could have happened. Either special effects, because again, that was too stiff. One of their other friends, because they said like me and Michael made a new friend at the end of the tunnel. It could have been a third friend, and they might have found a doll, and then decided to make that, or it was just a stranger. Like, I don't. This is nothing paranormal. This is real life horror.
But the scariest part about this encounter isn't just this creeper, but the sound of a switchblade being opened up.
That's a switchblade? I don't think they make that much noise. Like, sure, it goes like a click, but I don't think it goes like that loud of a click.
Person gone any further, I'm sure that
And plus, it's like outside. I don't think you can even hear it from the outside.
something really bad would have happened. As always, what are your thoughts on this video?
Exactly. How would you know?
Mexican folklore is rich with stories that are still told to this day. Among those stories is the chilling legend of La Llorona, the story of a ghostly woman who drowned her kids and mourns over their deaths at night. Although you might think this story is purely fictional, some people beg to differ. The following video is a testament to the mounting evidence of those who've seen this ghost. Take a look at this video and see what you think.
I'm the dumbass who... Dumbass, if I see something, I'll probably follow it. If I hear something, I'm running. That's it. That's what gets us. Because if we see something and then we run, our first thought is like we're so curious. Like we're the most curious. We're like cats. We see something and then we run away, but we hear something that gets our attention, and then see it, then we run away. Like we're I don't know.
Sí, sí es, no manches. Se le ve el cabello largo. Se le ve el cabello largo.
Your long hair.
Hey!
What are you looking at?
¿Quién eres? Mira, 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 mira. Mira, 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 mira. No manches. ¡Hey! ¿Quién eres? ¿Es la Llorona?
Can you imagine if it said yes?
Mira, mira, mira. Cabellote largo. Cabello, el cabello, el cabello, el cabello. Uy. No, 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 no. Oh. Uy, no manches. Oh.
In the distance, there appears to be someone dressed in a white gown. Perhaps this might have just been someone who happens to be dressed like La Llorona. But in the context of this legend, one can't help but think that this might be genuine footage of La Llorona caught on camera. Of course, I'll leave it up to you to decide as to whether or not that's the case. Regardless, seeing something like this in the middle of nowhere late at night is sure to leave you feeling spooked.
Check it out. That's who I am as a person. Been trying to convince my friends to actually go haunt place with me. Most of them are hesitant. Said no. And then there's Lulu. She said I want to go to the most haunted place in America. That's why she's I do too. I wanna actually see some like paranormal stuff. That's not gonna get me killed, you know? Or suffer anything above. And like just like know about, are there ghosts? Are there actually ghosts? Like not you, Curran. Like we're talking about something else, okay? But haunting grounds, let's go. Wonder how you're supposed to do that as a VTuber. I don't know, like cosplay as your VTuber. I don't know. But the point is, you would need to. Actually, I forgot now. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Anyways, yeah, let's move on.
This next video takes place at what appears to be an abandoned location. Not much info is given on the video, except that something really creepy was captured on camera. Take a look at this clip and see what you think.
Is it on the bottom left? Child.
Algún espíritu o alma demonio que se encuentra en este lugar, manifiéstate.
The person filming is calling.
What was that? Like, it was just, I saw it glide. Like, what?
Calling out a spirit, when all of a sudden, an apparition of what
That ain't a child. That's an alien. Don't go into them with the ill intent or haha, this is bullshit. If you go into an open mind and open heart, they typically don't bother you. So if I go in saying like, okay, like let's just see if there's ghosts. Like you have to actually go in there believing that there is ghosts. I feel like that would just be your mind playing tricks on you. Oh, if they typically don't bother you. I guess. But here's the thing. I'm pretty respectful for the dead because like they're dead. Like don't bother them when they're dead. Even on a Ouija board, like don't bother them. I mean, unless they're going around as a ghost in a haunted place, but still. Like respect the dead because they they were living and they just want to rest in peace, you know?
what looks like a child is captured on camera. However, it's not certain if this was actually the spirit of a child or something else. Whatever this is, it sure is unsettling. For now, it remains a mystery as to what this was.
It looks like it's gliding along, and when it like hits to the middle part, it like turns around, looks at you, and then goes back. Like watch.
However, it's not certain if this was actually the spirit
Turns
of a
its head,
child or something else.
and then looks back.
Whatever this is, it sure is unsettling. For now, it remains a mystery as to what this was. But what do you think this might be? Let me know down below.
Yeah, Ouija board is a hard pass. And you don't ever want to piss off off of a spirit, especially a demon. But you don't ever want to piss off a spirit. Isn't that right, Corinne?
I don't know what it is, but sometimes there are moments when we sense things that don't seem to be there. Call it clairvoyance or a sixth sense, whatever it is. Some people have this ability to feel the presence of something that doesn't appear to exist. And more often than not, what they sense makes them feel unsettled.
That's the motherfucker that was looking at me and smiling. Literally voided black skin looking at me, just smiling. And I just want to fucking rip his head off.
Michael from YouTube has felt this way for a while, and the following video shows that there's something really odd about his place. Take a look at this video and see how unsettled Michael appears to be.
Whatever's in here needs to leave. Like, I've had enough of it, and it's just getting worse. Like, really, really bad. What the hell was that? What the hell was that?
Who left their ghost horse in here?
All right, you need to leave. I've had enough of your games. I'm tired of being played.
Oh, jeez.
This is so creepy. This is so creepy. My camera won't focus. There we go.
Michael is really spooked. And to further add to the spookiness, Michael captures on camera what sounds like a galloping horse coming from down the hall. It's obvious that Michael has been experiencing this for a while. All that he can do for now is share this video and gather advice from viewers as to what he can do to stop this.
Maybe get a priest.
all of us can recall a time in which we felt really happy.
GameCube.
Before drifting off to sleep, we think about these memories as they remind us that life isn't all that bad. Whatever it is that we're going through, these memories remind us that it's okay. Eventually, there will be better moments.
Oh
However,
man, that flash.
as you think about such memories, you might come across one in particular that you're sure
All right, let's play Where's the Ghost?
is the best moment you've ever lived, the happiest you've ever been. But as you ruminate more and more about this memory, you may start to remember things you once forgot.
Oh, that's music.
Then, for some reason, you begin to tremble. You don't know
Why is it in my ear? My right ear. Jeez.
why, but you think that it may have to do with the memory currently playing in your head. You close your eyes tightly as you try your best to recall a different memory, a memory to cover up the one that's slowly unfolding itself as it's too horrifying to think about. And then, out of nowhere, it hits you. You suddenly remember the reason as to why this memory was locked away deep inside the recesses of your mind.
Are you sure that's not a PS2 version of a guy with no head in the background? That seems a little silly. I can't take this picture seriously.
What you thought was a happy memory was in fact a frightening one. The photo you're seeing is really unfortunate. This photo was taken by the father of the child in this picture. It was then posted on Facebook by his wife, who writes, "My husband took this picture of our son playing with his imaginary friend Pauline. We thought it was just a normal thing to have an imaginary friend. I had one as a child myself, but after this picture, we decided to move." This photo is unfortunate, as the child that's in it will look back at this memory when he's much older and realize that his so-called imaginary friend wasn't imaginary at all, but instead something real.
That's spooky.
What was once an innocent moment is now a haunting memory. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.
I did enjoy. Thank you, Bad Bub. Or Bizarre Bub. Supposed to be like, I'm gonna move this one small cup and then show him. Even the dog seems disturbed. The dog. Completely normal dog. Yeah, everyone's just like, the dog isn't even that. Like, horrified. Has now face. Yep, camera quality.